Greetings humans, it's day 2 of my vlogs. My hair is again a mess, but I shouldn't complain, considering I got hereditary baldness on both sides of the family and I will end up losing it. I apologise that yesterday's vlog is like 20 minutes and it is basically just 3 clips just sort of pasted together. But in my defence, last night at the plumber come round, we had some issues, so I couldn't really do any more clips or spend a huge amount of time editing, as I don't really have a great deal of time. And then he's gonna have to come back to really sort out our problems. Main one is whenever you turn on the hot tap, especially downstairs in the kitchen to do any washing up, it makes an awful racket and it honestly sounds like a ship is coming into port honking its horn. So hopefully we can get that fixed no later than Saturday, because we are now starting to get the neighbours to complain. I don't really blame them. Seriously, I can see the reflection of my hair. What is going on? What is going on? Right. Time to get started for the day and see what I can do about that. Alright. Bye. Good afternoon. Second day of vlogging and I'm in my car and my camera's battery's died, so I'm on my phone. So quality's probably actually better, as it's an iPhone 7 compared to technology that is 8 years old. So it's probably not actually doing me any favours in terms of my face. We'll see how it goes, and probably won't be as long. So yeah, yesterday's 20 minutes, today's gonna be like, I don't know, I did about 2 minutes this morning. When I first got up, didn't do any then, didn't do any on the way to work, as I gave the i10 back today. Didn't want to leave this holder thing in there, as knowing me I would. So I thought, oh, I'll do it on the way back. I talked loads last time, it'd be fine, but then I now have no battery, so it's all a bit of a pickle, and I don't want to kill my phone. Because when your phone dies, that's when you need it. Anyway, another day, another dollar. My team leader said he would be watching these vlogs just to make sure he wasn't name dropped. So I've name dropped him just for the lols. Hi boss. Yeah, pretty standard day. Pretty standard day. I did have a brief look at the BBC website before I left home this morning to see if there's any interesting stories that maybe get talked about less, as a lot of media now focuses on Brexit, immigration, terror, especially if you could sort of maybe find some nicer stories. And there was one which is sort of nice but sort of sad at the same time. A couple in Canada recently died within a couple of hours of each other after 75 years of marriage. And apparently she was originally from Great Britain. He was a Canadian soldier who came over during the war. Sorry, that's a family thing. You can't say during the war without ending up going during the war. Mainly to sort of take the mick out of my gran, my nan, my grandma, whatever you want to call her. So they met during the war. They were married within like a month and then stayed together for 75 years. Sort of kind of incredible. I've been with my girlfriend almost 3 years, and you know, we felt we had to sort of get to the point where we could move out. She was at uni, or just about to start uni when we first met. Just completed the first term by the time we officially started dating. So, you know, almost 3 years later, we're finally living together. We haven't quite been living together for a month yet, actually in the flat. So it's kind of weird that they got married so quickly. My parents were engaged after 3 months. They're still together after so many years married. Obviously I haven't been married very long because my mum's only 21. Be nice to mum. Be nice to mum. And nowadays it's sort of like we seem to hold on for ages before we get married, and then it doesn't seem to stick. It's sort of like I actually know people who have got married and gotten divorced already. It's kind of weird, really. I don't know if that's whether that's a good or a bad thing that we are waiting longer to commit to the relationships, or not. Whether it's a sign of an immaturity. I know generation gets a bit of a bad rep, really. It's kind of harsh. So, but yeah, you can open a whole can of worms if you start going into there and comparing generations. It's very hard to compare. There's different worlds. Sort of like, you know, I am a 90s baby, a 90s child. So all those memes. Only 90 children will remember this bollocks. Excuse my French. But yeah, most of my memories growing up were me and my brother going out and playing football for hours on end. In various green spaces around where we lived. But then by the time I hit my teens, that's when sort of you really had PlayStation, Xbox, all that really sort of come to the fore, and video games becoming a much bigger thing. And then you had social, and then, well, yeah, I think the very first bits of social media, Bebo, who remembers Bebo? MSN, Messenger. Now obviously got Facebook, which basically rules our lives, and the apps on these phones. I'm addicted to a couple of them myself. So it's, you can't compare, you know, me with almost someone who grew up in the 2000s or 20 or the 10s now, because technology has changed hugely just in those couple of decades. It's kind of weird. So yeah. And then another story I saw, I didn't catch the guy's name, but he died in May. It's only just sort of becoming public that he's passed away. He's a Russian former military, and he used to be in one of the observational posts which malfunctioned, and said that US nuclear missiles were on their way to the Soviet Union. Someone's honking. And he could have quite easily have contacted his superiors, who would have then launched real missiles, and then the Americans would have launched real missiles. And this whole argument about generations I was having earlier would be kind of a moot point, Because if there were, well, the vast majority of the human race would have been wiped out, if any survived at all. And we'd be living in a nuclear winter, barely surviving. As basically a caveman society again. But yeah, he passed away, but he decided to ignore it, and as he thought it was a malfunction, which it turned out to be, it was. So basically, he is someone who can actually claim to have saved the world by being kind of sensible about these things. You know, some may claim he's a bit lackadaisical about his job, and then again he possibly knew his malfunction because he knew his equipment. His head screwed on right. Anyway, I've been chatting for almost 10 minutes now. I'm getting to the more twisty turny part of my journey, so I should concentrate a little bit more. I will get this off my phone, get fresh batteries into my camera, charge up those batteries. Need to look into getting some more rechargeable batteries and keep a spare set on me for when this happens, and then I won't have to do this. Right. See you tomorrow. Bye. Hello, I'm home. I am just sorting a few things out, just making sure the batteries work. Just a little bit of extra footage just for the logs. Got my car back, as I said. Good old Bob, all hail King Bob. But I gave it to them with 3/4 of a tank. Now I only have half a tank. Like, what's wrong? What's up with that? What have you done? What have you been doing? Where's my petrol gone? Then again, I had a very on it for about a week. I didn't have to fill it up. It barely touches the fuel. Really want one. Just can't afford it. Alright, well, I've got to make tea and lunch and edit the vlog, download the videos and everything. Alright, so I will see you tomorrow. Have a lovely evening and good night.